This
tool
conference
demo,
will now be recorded.
and then we can have a Q&A session. So hope this is fine for you. Okay, this is the course objectives: implementation oriented real-time scenarios, and market ready with strong understanding of business process and technical expertise. So we can able to give you a real-time scenarios how in a transformation Signavio will be used. Okay, I either process mining or process manager. What is the difference between different tools into the industry? Like we have Celonis, Signavio, and other things. So what is the differences it brings? What is a Signavio? How it would be used in a real-time scenario? Okay, what is the objectives of the project? How it would be in a better to shape better your transformation journey or an improvement area where you are working in. Okay, so we'll prepare you for the certification readiness so that you can able to take the certifications. So previously last year there was only one certifications for Signavio. Right now it has been split into two broad groups. One is called SAP Data Process Data Analyst, SAP Signavio, where actually okay you would be uh, taking care of backend, writing the code in Signal, okay, taking care of connections, connectivity part and all. It's a technical one. Okay, and the other one is business process consultant, where actually you will be working with process manager, and then you would be working with okay, understanding the requirements of the customer, how to map out okay, what is the governance structure, how to put a governance framework into place. All the other factors comes under the second part of business process consultant. It's like a management thing. Okay, the other one is pure technical. So these are the it has been split into two ways. Right now the certification is this year. On an average, the curriculum looks like this one. Okay, we have split it into modular approach so that we can able to take you through the journey, and then we can able to give you a tasks. Okay, after once we complete insights, intelligence, and then we can give you a use case so that you can able to prepare and then get your hands on that area. So that's the reason, so you can able to see it's a modular approach. So first it would be like introduction to the technology, and then we will give you the source system overviews, how the source system. Here we are giving SAP overview, but if you we will explain on a brief about how the Oracle connectivity happens or any other system connectivity happens. Okay, and how the process looks like within the SAP, how we generally do that, and then how we use Signavio to transform the process. Okay, to extract the data or connect the data, and then how we able to link do the process on the process manager and then link to SAP solutions. So these are the broader areas that actually we cover on a high level. Okay, and then we'll give you a better how your intelligence mining signal will start. Signal code, what is a signal code first, so that you could able to have a basic understanding before going to the intelligence part of it. Okay, and then process insights, which is generally then out of the box tool. What is the difference between insights and intelligence? We will cover on a broad level, and then we'll cover in depth, so how the connectivity and how everything works in between these two areas. Okay, how the code part will work, what are the codes that we have to use, how the syntaxes will work, and all other the respective things will be covered. Okay, when it comes to process modeling, so you will come across BPMN. Okay, what is, if you are not aware of BPMN, first we'll spend some time in actually giving an overview of BPMN, how it looks like. Okay, and then how to represent the process into BPMN structure. There are different representations you can able to do into Signavio. So what are the different types of methods, how to use, okay, how do you make the model, okay, then how do you integrate your models with different models, so that okay, your business end-to-end business process is split down, and then have the connectivity within itself. Okay, and then how do you collaborate and work together, so how this works. Okay, so these are the broad areas are covered. So we will cover SAP governance on, okay, but we don't have the license on the governance piece of it. So we will cover on the charts. It's not hands on. Okay, except the SAP governance, the rest of the all other pieces we could able to cover you within hands on sessions. Okay, so let me present give me a second. This would be the overall content, even if it is bifurcated into hours. So this would looks like this. So these are the 9 modules. Okay, and then how many hours are allocated to each module. Okay, and you can able to see through how it will be covered around okay these topics. So this is what, okay, we would be covering. Okay, in this you we have governance, but hands-on is not there. So we would able to cover on a high level what is the governance, how you can able to set up the governance framework when actually you are doing with your, okay, large scale transformation, or within Signavio you want to actually use Signavio within your process or in your entity. Okay, so let me go back. Okay, you can see, so background of SAP Signavio. Signavio was founded in 2009, okay, in Berlin. Okay, and generally it was actually BPM software fully. It was not into the mining. Okay, but they have integrated process mining also into the solution, so that it can able to give you end-to-end comprehensive visibility. Okay, previously for mining only Celonis was the first tool where actually you could able to do your business process mining, and then others are, you have so many BPM tools in the market. Right now SAP is into a bro is second contender, and first contender in, if you see end-to-end overall picture of integrations and other things. And if you see only into the manager, it is the first one, and then it is into the mining piece of it, it is in the second phase, apart from Celonis. Okay, so it has okay, say Signavio is acquired in 2021 and become SAP Signavio. Now it has been renamed to SAP Signavio Transformation Suite, and right now this also has been changed this year. Okay, this SAP Signavio Transformation Suite and then SAP Build and AI are together coming as enterprise automation. SAP is bringing this together in together, because that's actually they see, okay, you transform your data and then actually do your write back actions or do corrections using SAP Build, and then use AI to have your, okay, any solutions to put on it. So that's why this three together has been clubbing together. Now the license model as is being changed accordingly, so that enterprise model can able to put in place. So if you want to read through, SAP has something called a SAP Enterprise. Okay, enterprise automation. So you there actually you can able to see these three together as an enterprise automation tool from SAP side. Okay, in SAP Signavio there are again splits of this into process insights. It's a different tool altogether. Okay, it does not sit in the same box of intelligence manager and process governance and modeler. It's a different altogether. It uses BTP to connect and then to extract your data and then do, it's completely out of the box. So you don't have to code anything. You just have to, okay, implement some of the few nodes, implement few of the things, and then it actually takes the data of SAP, and then it actually connects your data to your ECC and then completes this one. Okay, when it comes to intelligence, is a pure mining solution, is an equivalent to Celonis, you can see. So that's where actually you are getting all Celonis or process mining solution you are building on top of. Your insights will give you a bit of only SAP ECC and Ariba, not entire all other connectivities. It cannot able to do that. Only it can connect to SAP ECC, S4 and Ariba. These are the three systems SAP process insights can connect to. But your process is running in wide variety of things, then you need to actually connect process intelligence. So process intelligence has an API or on-prem system versions. So you on-prem systems you can able to connect. So you can able to connect wide variety of tools together and then see your end-to-end business process into the mining solution. Okay. Process manager, you can build from scratch, or you can able to take from intelligence, or there is something called best practice. Okay, models are already available. Okay, where okay, so that you could able to use best practices from industry best practice based on which are the industry, and then start saying that where your model, how your process looks like. Okay, what are the deviations to your best practice models, and then where actually you can able to improve on, or you can able to build from scratch. So anything is possible in this area. Okay, journey modeler is also available, and then process governance, okay, is one of the other area. So you can see this is the way it is been split: process insights, intelligence. Okay, process insights, okay, which is out of the box, completely out of the box. code and everything. So you just have to connect to your ECC, S4 or Ariba. And process intelligence, where actually you can able to connect to and discover your end-to-end business process. Okay, process manager, it can capture your documents, it can capture and compare, and also you can able to simulate your process. So simulation is also auto available, so you don't have to build completely from scratch your simulation model. Rather than use the existing model, change over, and then you can able to simulate your business process. Okay, if you are want as is and to be, and then want to check how your to be process behaves, and what are the okay overheads or any other costing related or any other cycle time related calculations you want to do, you can use simulate the process. Okay, so journey modeler, where actually you map your customer journeys, and then you can see process governance, where actually in the first you want to keep, or once you build, you want to have a governance structure into place. So this is the best way that actually you put up a governance, so that your process manager runs of its own. So there is a process owner, where actually who has to approve any changes has to be controlled. So all change controls, okay, CI/CD pipelines and everything are embedded within that one. And you have SAP process automation, where actually this is a small, it is not a op, uh, SAP Build, there is one more automation tool from SAP. Okay, so this SAP Build and then process automation is little different, because it cannot do all automations what SAP process automate within this one cannot do all the automations. It can only trigger workflows. Okay, and also it can trigger an RPA bot if you are using some of the bot solutions or something. It can trigger, but it cannot. You cannot hold the code of an RPA bot, and it cannot hold VM to run an RPA and everything. So just it is a point of trigger, okay, to your RPA bot. And for workflow, you can able to build a complete workflow. Example, you want to have a change mechanism workflow, or any changes you want to intimate, or in the governance, actually you will send for an approval flow for your process changes that process owner needs to approve. So all these workflows can able to do with SAP process automate. Okay, so this is basically like an workflow management tool with few RPA capabilities, that okay, and then it can actually trigger complete RPA bot. If you have some RPA, you can able to integrate and trigger. So that's what it's an enterprise automation, that what I explained, that they are bringing in together, so that it can trigger an SAP build automation from SAP Signavio. So you have your end-to-end solution running in one. So hope you understood this in or any questions on here.
So, very quickly, like when it comes to process governance, right? How do you intend to show us that part?
Okay, process governance you need to actually configure. Okay, I will show you into the slides where the configuration has to happen. Okay, and rest of the
Hmm.
part is in your process manager itself. Like example, you have to comment, you need to send in workflow. Okay, how do you send and all, I can show you uh, directly on the tool. Okay, but where to configure the configuration part of it, I can show you on the slide, because there you have like around 12 to 14 basic steps for how to configure and what are the things that you need to configure. So those part I can show you on the slide, because we don't have the license for that. But once you have your that configuration, so basically you are working with your manager, because once you change any process, what it does is it auto takes that, and then actually it will ask for comments, and then it will populate to your process owner, so for its approval. So how to set up your governance structure for approvals and other things, I can how to configure in the tool. That's what part I can show you in the presentation, where you will go how
Got
you
it.
actually where do you configure. Okay, the rest of the things I can show you on the line on the live.
Yeah. So for each of the modules, can you give me a business scenario where it is used, starting from process
Yes.
insights until, yeah? Can you give me a scenario exactly how
Okay,
it is used
let,
and
let
what
me
is?
actually take you through. Example, you are having very distributed architecture. Okay, but first you want to start with your SAP ECC. Okay, you want to understand your SAP ECC business process in a quick glance, and then you want to map out all your process with and it can, you want some guidance that what are your problematic areas in each and every process into your SAP ECC. There actually your SAP insights comes. Hardly you have to implement some few nodes, and it would be quick, like within few hours it will be kept, it keeps running, and it will give you a data size of around 50 GB. It will take from your SAP ECC box. It actually transforms the data and then give you all your business process within SAP ECC, how you're running with blockers, all the blockers. Okay. From there, actually, you can able to take it up that what are your problematic areas, and it will give you an high level corrective actions and recommendations. Okay, different recommendations, and then it will give you what are the tools within SAP. It has other tools available so that you can improve your process. Example, you are not using Ariba for indirect procurement. Example, you are using SAP ECC. It actually recommends you that Ariba would be the better solution for your SAP for indirect procurement. Example I'm taking. So like that, you, it will recommend so many other tools where actually, okay, SAP has even Fury, UI, UX, if you're not using. So it actually takes the data and then actually populates. That would be your starting point. Once you know what are your problematic areas, what are your highest problems and all, you can able to actually connect to your ECC box, mine the solution with your intelligence, and see how your process, okay, what are the the problems and what is the depth, okay, how actually you can able to do your RCA, root cause analysis, why it has happened, with an intelligence. Okay, once you have your solution built, so you can able to see, do your as is process and to be process built in your process manager, and then simulate. Example, if you have a solution ready and you want to actually simulate and see how your solution works, okay, what is the cycle time it might reduce. Okay, if it is like multiple, there is one case scenario or multi case scenario, you can able to do in both the ways. Example, multi case scenario means you will take multiple, it will take multiple cases from your, example, you might have 10,000 cases or 5,000 cases. It takes few of the cases from different solutions, like different paths your process might take. Okay, and then it gives you that what would be your cycle time on on an average, that how much it can improve. Okay, where actually you are using your simulation. Okay, and your process manager, you can use, SAP gives the best practices, something called SAP best practices for your solution, for SAP uh, process best practices. Okay, so you can able to compare your process with your best practice process and see where are the deviations are, and how, where you can able to improve. So those are the
So,
major high points for your process manager. Yeah,
so
something.
sorry to interject to it, but a quick question on this process manager. When you say best practice
Hmm.
processes, those are the same ones, right? Which are found on the SAP best practices portal,
Yes, right, those are the
like
same process.
Pura, yeah, yeah. The
Yes,
same ones,
those
right?
are
It is embedded
same
in
ones.
Signavio.
It is auto embedded in Signavio. So when actually you do a process manager, you do, means you create your dictionary elements and all. Okay, even if it is embedded in your best practices are embedded in the process manager, it does not create your dictionary elements until unless you recommend that. So there actually you have a good control over it. Means you have some of your process, you have your risks, controls,
So,
and everything you have put in place.
so you will
Yeah.
be teaching me. You will be teaching me how to map those best practices
Yes.
with the whatever your dictionary, right? What you call in
Yes. Right.
Signavio.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So this will be across all the modules, all the processes.
So this would be your manager. Best practices would be for your manager. Okay, but you want to compare your best practice with your mining solution also, we can able to do. Yes, I can show you that how you actually do the conformance checker with, actually you can able to do with your build as is model. Okay, or you want to have your conformance checker working with your to be model or your best practice model. So you can able to take anything and you can able to have a compare, and you can able to put a conformance checker on that one. So I can able to show you that also.
Okay.
Okay, journey modeler is the same. So journey modeler in this one, okay, we will cover on a high level how to how you can able to go where you can design and all. Okay, and then the process governance. whatever you are building on process manager, so you are putting a governance structure in place so that any changes or anything happen, so you could able to control over, you could able to have a control over that. Okay, so these are the use cases for each and every module and how it is been used in real time scenarios.
Okay.
Okay.
So, if I can ask on journey modular, right? Uh,
Hmm.
Rohit, sorry.
Yes.
So, it is like if I, for example, I don't have it in my current process. I check the best practices, I tweak a bit of that, and I just do a simulation using journey modular. Is that correct?
Journey modeler, that you need to actually, journey modeler you will not have direct inbuilt, so you need to map out your customer journey. Okay, and then you need to build your process and then see, you can able to compare or you can able to simulate, okay, with your new process. But what I was telling is, where business process is there, where actually you have all your best practices, because process has practice, but your journey modeler does not have a best practice because it's handled by based on customer to customer.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so based on
Yeah.
industry, based on industry benchmarks, based on industry standards, based on industry compliances, and then different things, so best practices has been created. So if you go from one industry to the another industry, the complete process flow is being changed to comply to some of the regulations and to comply to some of the, okay, local regulations. Or so you will see that it is there for like Japan, US, Europe, like that. It is not one process across fits in every all other countries. Okay, so that's where the business process, okay, best practices comes in place, where actually we can able to understand that process in a better way, where we are actually implementing.
Okay. Yeah. Fine.
Okay, so fine. So let me take you through the tool. Give me a second, then I can show you a tool so you know how it looks like. So this is, once you log in, okay, you land in this page. Always, it's not once, always you land into this page. So this is called collaboration hub. Okay, so you have different spaces, you can see collaboration hub, intelligence, and manager. These are the three. Okay, process governance is not separate a module here itself. In the manager, it is one of the set of it, where actually you are controlling your process manager activities, so that you are putting a governance structure to it. That's what I meant. Okay, so that's the settings where actually you'll do with it, and it has a license to it. Process governance has its own license again to do that that set. Okay, this process intelligence, when you click this one, so it will go take you through your complete process mapping solutions, process manager. Okay, it has different elements. How do you connect, how the on-prem systems, how what are the connectors, data pipelines, and all process, and you can trigger actions also. Okay, when it comes to process manager, when wherever you go, so this is your landing page. Always your process collaboration would be your landing page. Okay, so you can see from here also, you can able to go to your dictionary, you can go to your, okay, investigations. Okay, you can go to your journey models, whatever has been prepared. Okay, and other documents, whatever has been shared across different spaces. Okay, you can able to do from here. Okay, or you can able to go and click on this one, so that it can open you as an editor. Okay, you version of editing version of your process manager, like this. Okay, where actually you can map out all your process. So this is where actually you can see best practices. Even best practices are embedded, it does not call out in my dictionary everything. Okay, so these are the three spaces. Okay,
So,
where
if
actually
you
we'll
go
go
to
about.
process manager once again, Rohit,
Yes.
if you go to process
Hmm.
manager once again, so you what you are saying is SAP that the first node is the best practices node. So every best
Yes.
practice will be available here, or we need to download something from outside from the
No,
SAP
no. All
module.
best practices would be available here.
Okay,
You don't
and
have to
this will also
download.
be
All
available
best
for us
practices would be available.
in our test environment you will be giving us.
Test environment, I guess, let me check. It would be available. Okay, but let me check. But whenever actually we are taking any thing, generally what we do is there is a check is a extension for taking SAP best practices also. Okay, you can take or cannot take best practices. If you take with best practices, all your best practices auto sync to this one. Means whatever the SAP best practices, if it is changed, so automatically the changed version would be reflected to you. Means always you would be the latest. You are seeing the latest best practices in Signavio. Okay,
Okay,
so let me open and show you. So once
yeah, if you can
you
open
do,
anyone.
yeah, this is not a best practice what we built. Okay, you can able to build your process like
Hmm.
this, and you can able to connect your intelligence to insights. This is like an indicator. Okay, these indicators are coming from my intelligence process mining solution. Whether this is running as per my create contract automation rate is as per the required standard or not. Means required threshold. It is meeting the required threshold or not, whether my change performance is meeting the thresholds. You can able to see with different intentions.
So
Okay.
so if I go to let take one best practice, right? If you go to P2P, right, 4R2 is one of the best practice.
Less, yes.
Procure to pay, P2P. Okay.
4R2.
Yeah.
This is 4R2 is service procurement with Ariba network
Yes.
and field class. You can able to see this.
So what I'm seeing now is the standard best practice, right? Now, how do I
Yes, right.
like now when I do a process inside, so
Hmm.
something on this should show, right, that this is the best practice and there is one deviation here as a box or something like that, right? It does
That's
show
what
that like
that
that.
no, that's what you have to actually go and set your compare metrics. So with it does not know where. Okay, you have to actually
Mm,
model your process. Okay, your current
mm,
process. Okay, go there.
mm.
Okay, if you go there and check, okay, you have here comparisons. So let me open, go back to previous one. Let me open anything, one of the process. So now it is giving you, okay, what is a happy path object? Okay, okay, different. Oh, this is conventions. Give me a second. Okay, so here now it is giving what are the dictionary elements which are satisfying and what are the last operations task which is not there based on your business practices operations. Okay, or you can able to go and use a compare thing. Give me a second. Where Okay, compare. If I go this one, I can pick up anything from here. Okay, either different revisions I can compare, or I can pick up a different revision and I can go about.
So can I compare the best practice with the
Yes, yes,
existing
yes.
process?
You
You
can
can do
able to
that,
do that.
right?
Yes, yes. You can able to do that.
That's
Your
what
best
I
practices
need.
are here.
Yeah, that is what I want
Yes,
to learn. As
your best practices are
okay.
here. If you know what is the best practice number for this one, you could able to compare, and it will highlight what is the difference between your practice and your best practice. This is one way of comparison. Previously, what I shown, right? You can able to click compare best practice there in your model. It directly takes one of the model. It does not takes your industry, any one of the model to production planning area, and then directly start comparing. So if you want exact comparison, you can go and see which comparison, like you want US or you want any other, okay, JP, any other thing that you want to compare for that country. You can go about and then you can able to start comparing to any revision. Just if I load, then you can see it starts giving all the issues. Okay, so this way it will give all the issues to you. So you can able to do that. But first you need to have your model built as is model to do this. Okay.
Got
So
it.
okay, that is around your business process working with your best practices. This is with your intelligence, which is working with your intelligence. It is an integration between. It is taking all these indicators from your intelligence and it will giving you how your, this is called live insights. Okay, so how your different processes are working on live with your current data set in your uh, mining solution or process intelligence. So it's keep on changing based on the indicator that how your process changes. So then you can know which processes are having a high volume or low volume, or where actually you need to actually change the process, complete process. Okay, so this way actually you can this will help you out in mapping your entire process with your intelligence insights. Okay, and then you can able to compare with your best practices. All these three can be done in with one model.
Perfect.
Okay, okay, then done. So this is high level. So what is, okay, Signavio demo. So now these are the benefits that you will get to know. From mining, you will get to know your end-to-end understanding of your business process with this process intelligence without, okay, and you can able to reduce costs. So the cost reduction happens based how you improve your process. So that's where actually you simulate and see whether you're reducing the cost or your assumption saying that, okay, it will reduce, but based on your process variance and other things, actually it is increasing your cost. So how does that work? So you can able to simulate and see this reduce cost behaviors, and you can able to actually see, check, okay, if it is reducing the cost, you can start implementing those solutions. Okay, it will actually speed up and streamline your business process in a better way, where actually you have a full control of your business process solutions. Okay, it will improve customer satisfaction, and then continuous improvement you can able to do with this one, because you're monitoring, and if some things are below the threshold, you want to send out an email auto, so you have an action flow where actually you can able to send out that emails triggers to respective people so that they could able to take proper actions on this one, and you can able to improve your compliances to your industry best practices or industry practices. So this is the way you can able to do. These are your benefits of using SAP Signavio. Okay, generally this would be, so where this, what is SAP Signavio used for? So it's basically right now is using for your improvements. Then you'll not use the complete full suite. Rather than what you do is you'll take the licensing of intelligence and manager to do your only continuous process monitoring and this one. But you want to work with SAP S4 HANA migrations or digital transformation journey and all. So full suite is needed, because you want to understand and then start up with your base as your insights, and then start mining and modeling, and then compare with your best practices, and then go about controlling your process control mechanisms, and then you want to integrate with your SAP solution manager. All these things can be done with full scale of license. Okay, so that you could able to, so sorry to intimate you, this all this license you can take separately also. It comes all bundled up as one license, or you want only your process insights as a separate, yes. Intelligence as a separate with collaboration hub. Okay, collaboration hub always will be there. So intelligence or collaboration hub plus, or in manager plus collaboration hub. Okay, manager, collaboration hub, and governance. These three. Like this, you can able to take any of your license, or you can able to bundle up and take entire as one set of license. Okay, and when you are actually choosing that, intelligence has a different set of criteria for choosing. It has number of events or cases as your as the license criteria. It has number of users like SAP number of logins. It has number of users and set into two criteria. One is editor, one is collaboration. Collaboration is where actually they see the model but not edit, where actually you are taking the manager for edit rights. So now, if you say I need a manager for one and collaboration for 10, that would be a separate set. If you say manager for 5 and collaboration for 25, means you are asking 5 people edit right access to your models or create model rights to your process. Okay, so that would be the bomb criteria for when you are actually purchasing. Okay, journey model is also same. Process governance is one. Okay, if you take yes or no, process automation is also like yes or no. So it does not depends on number of users into your manager. That depends on your users into the manager. Okay, mostly. And process intelligence is number of cases. It not basically not the number of users. You will get, okay, how many collaboration users that you will take, those many users can able to go and check with your process intelligence. Means SAP process intelligence for set of mining plus number of users with your link to your collaboration hub. So that's the reason when I shown you in the tool, you have a user management over there in collaboration, because collaboration works changes entire licensing piece, and you can able to give access to any of the criteria from collaboration. Directly from collaboration I can give the access, or I can go about in individual tool and I can give the access to individual process. I can do both the ways. Both the ways are viable solutions within SAP Signavio, because as license is also split, so this process collaboration or the access criteria are also has, each and every tool has its access criteria, or collaboratively you can have the access criteria at collaboration hub if you take the entire suite. So both the ways it works, that this one. Okay.
So, Rohit, quick question on that.
Yep.
So, if I talk about licenses, right? So it is module plus number of users, right? Or is it module just
In
and
this
you can
case,
have as many as users?
no, in this case module plus number of users. So if I say process
Okay.
intelligence, I need for 1.2 million records, okay, as a first
Hmm.
base price, and then I need 10 collaboration users. Means 10 users can able to have then access to Signavio solution. And how much mining of the data you can do is 1.2 million cases you can able to extract from SAP, and then you can able to present in the front end. That's a max. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So you have, okay, when it comes to process manager, example, if you say I need edit rights for 5 people, but I have a broader group where actually you have 5 process owners are there, and you have a very broader group like 50, 30 people or 25 people, then you take 25 licenses and invite others as an external. If some others are also there apart from 25, you can invite them as an external. So external does not consume a license, but they don't have rights to actually do the comments or send for a revision or something, but others can have that. Okay, so that's the
But they can
difference.
still
Of,
collaborate.
yes,
But they
they
can
can still
collaborate on the
collaborate,
tool,
means
right?
comment on the tool. That's it. What they can do is they
Oh,
can comment on the tool, external. Still they can see your process,
similar to
comment
what
on the
we do
tool.
on arrays, right?
Yes, right.
Something on the arrays tool we do, right? While preparing the
Correct.
process design or something like that.
Yes. Okay, so that's the way. Sorry. Okay, so you can see these are the major roles in digital transformation journey for this Signavio. Okay, where actually it can able to see your industry have very complex process, scatter process and everything. So you could able to get all this together and see how your business process runs in different tools and business different areas, and then see through how you can able to reduce, okay, crossovers or do these things, okay, or reduce your number of tools and then take 2 to 3 tools as your major core into your process areas, okay. And as you are scattered and have numerous business, and also something called variant management, where actually still you can able to see your local process and global process. So because every big company has its global process, and due to the small variations of its local governance or local frameworks or local things, there is a slight change in your model or your process itself, how they work. So that's based on your local, okay, might be in India, might be in Mexico, might be somewhere else. So it has different would be might be different variations to your process. So those you can able to see that as one global process, how it varies in your local process. You can able to create variant management and do that, and then actually you can able to take see how your model, okay, contributes to change challenges, and then how you can able to streamline the process much better, okay. Your changes or going to each and every user, understanding a process and everything can be ruled out, so it would be quick. And then you can able to understand from experts that how your technology or which process to adopt. There actually your SAP insights give you a better picture, because it will recommend you what are the intelligent solutions are available within SAP, so that you could able to use new technologies, new frameworks, or new things into your uh, process pipeline, so that you go about your so many variations, and then you can standardize your process across 2 to 3 different tools rather than having more complex and more scattered systems, okay. So these are the major things that what you get from your digital transformation journey, okay. And anyway, this is a data based insight, so you can trust the data, okay. It can help you in leveraging best practices, okay. It can give you a better to all your stakeholders collaboration and other things, and you can actually automate your some of the decisions and some of the things, so that you can start automation for your happy path journey. Because you wherever it is an unhappy path, rather than you're automating, you generally do RCA to remove out that part of it, okay, where actually you want your happy path journey, where you can able to automate and reduce your number of FTEs, or improve the efficiency of the FTE, so that they could able to do more work, okay. This is the scope for Signavio right now, okay. There are like 35,000 customers who are yet to migrate, or who are SAP ECC has, out of 5,000 has migrated as per the statistics of 2022, okay. And still there are lot many customers needs to migrate, and there are new set of customers are being onboarded to SAP S4. So it's almost around in 20,000 customers, 56% of the licenses are new customers what they sold for S4. Means there are lot much into a migration in the next few years, okay, which which would needs to happen, and the deadline is being changed repeatedly from by ECC for SAP ECC support, okay, because of so many customer base and so much of time it is needed for the migration, okay. Currently hardly over 3,000 enterprises has this SAP Signavio solutions working on there, and they used for their complete migration journey, okay. So this, who can learn, these are the major things, okay, where actually it can be rewarding career if, okay, someone wants to pursue in it, okay, which will add added advantage, okay, with this tool. And others can able to learn who are into the transformation journey or transformation projects and other things, as an, so that they could able to see how they can able to integrate with their process, and then they can able to do. It's not only process owner, it might be a process specialist or process, okay, working on into the process, okay. These are the profiles generally who are adopting, okay, SAP Signavio, and then actually it can give you a better, these are the things that you will get: business process analyst and consultant, architect, or improvement specialist, or automation engineer, and other things. And this would be little bit change over in the next few months, because as enterprise automation is coming, it is actually increasing in the scope of Signavio to the next broader extent, because it gives you a build picture and then it can give you an AI also, so that it keeps on increasing, so that it has actually three trajectories: Linux this side, and the other side SAP Signavio. Actually, they are putting in place so that they could able to cover broad areas of where actually customers are facing some issues. Okay, these are the areas where SAP is also heavily invested, and these are the higher Signavio SAP Signavio customers where actually they okay turned up, and they are actually have used, and they have the success stories presented in SAP Signavio site. You can able to go through if okay, and then able to see. And there are others also where actually it's been not been posted, but they are also are using. So these are just a few of big customers where actually they are using. And this is all about for today. So any questions or anything?
On a quick note, Rohit, how many classes, how many days will you take to complete this training? So I saw
Generally
that
on a
30
daily,
hours. Is it exactly
yeah,
30?
30 hours on a generally daily basis. If we take, as per our experience, it is going for 45 days. Okay, it's not 30 plus Saturday Sundays. If you say it is 40, generally this is the tendency. Okay, but it is because of Q&A, because of some depth is needed, some portions. If it is not one, it might be 1.5. It is taking little bit, so it is going right now as a 45 days. Okay, with 30 hours of training on a daily basis. But if you take opt, if you want like on a Saturday Sunday, so Saturday Sunday we take 2 hours of training. So this would also go for like 60 days, 2 months, because you have limited Saturday Sundays, right? So it might go for 1.5 months to 2 months. So on an average, if you take opt for Saturday Sunday or daily, it would be on an average of 45 days to 60 days.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Rohit.
Okay. So any more questions or anything? Happy to
Like
answer.
Chetan, Mohan, Shashank, any questions from your side?
Yeah. Rohit, on the RPA side, see, we can use only S4 HANA boots, or we can use any of the RPA to integrate it with S4.
No, any bots. Even you can able to actually integrate your UiPath bot. You can trigger the bot. Generally, basically, what you are doing is you are getting then access to your path orchestrator, and then actually you are triggering from your orchestrator layer. That's it. That's what it
Right.
generally
Hmm.
does. Okay. So
Yeah.
UiPath also you can able to do. Right now, that's what they are bringing within SAP Build also. So SAP Build has lot much capabilities to do anything, any
That's
sorts of
true.
that things. That's the reason. So they are getting this embedded to the near to Signavio, where actually you can able to do a lot much of things. So that is in pipeline. Maybe hardly in few months you will see a drastic change in Signavio tools, options and other things. Right now you can able to trigger UiPath also.
Okay. So, like in this course of content, like we'll also cover the integrations with other things, right? Like as
No,
you
how
said, a
to
B2P,
how
BTP.
to integrate with your API. Okay, yes, I'll cover about BTP. How you connect. Okay, how do you connect? What are the connections for SAP Process Insights? And then
Mhm.
intelligence, how the RFC module, how to integrate with your SAP with an RFC, and then how you extract the data. Where do you go and extract the data and all this we cover. When it comes to process automation, okay, we cover about how your API, where you give about API, where you configure. So the solution gives you success or failure, but it runs on your bot orchestrator, right? So the
Mm.
solution build is not in within this solution, this one. So what we cover is generally the workflow, where how you can create a workflow and then how you trigger a workflow.
Got it. Fine, right.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Thanks all.
I have one question. Actually, I don't know, but I have heard there are different types of roles in Signavio, like author, content writer, something like that. So, is it true? And they have different training requirements for that, or this
No,
course is sufficient enough to take all those things?
generally author means you are actually doing your BPMN, right? So that's where I told in the start. We'll teach you the BPM and notations, because if you don't know BPM and notations, you cannot be an author. You cannot create any model. Okay. So we will high level teach you. We will not take you complete BPM and training. Rather than what are the BPM and notations are, what are the used for your process. So we will take you through the notations, and so that you can able to create your business process. And rest of the things are like you could able to change or edit rights, or might be approval rights. Okay, different okay, author is nothing but your complete end to end who can able to create the model itself. Okay, where actually you can able to do with this course. Okay.
Okay. Okay. And in terms of implementing Signavio in the organization, do you also covering that implementation part, like where to host the servers, the access part, creating users, and all those nitty-gritties?
Not way to host your server, because I might not know your okay internal networking systems. Rather than we can, while giving example, if it is like your intelligence that you need a connection with your SAP ECC. Okay, what are the things it needed? Okay, how you will go about to integrate your with your SAP ECC. Okay, what are the packages you need to download? Okay, where you need to install on which of the VM, that has to be taken care by your internal okay networking team. Because based on the different structures, based on different internal networking options, so this would be the solution taken care by internal team. But I can guide, tell you here in this one, what are the requirements of your intelligence to connect to your SAP ECC. Okay, where you will go and see this in content, and how do you
Okay.
integrate. Like example, you need an RFC user, before that you need a VM. Okay, in the VM what you will install, how do these two things will connect together, cloud system to your on-prem system, correct?
Okay.
So this I will teach you
Okay.
on a broad level.
Okay. Okay. And I heard that signal scripting, we need to know the
Yes.
programming and all that. So is it true,
Correct.
or how much level
Is
are
it
you
true?
covering that part also?
Yes, you can see that's a separate module, signal code. Reason being, without this one, your intelligence part you could be able to cannot understand. It should be French and Latin for you if I don't tell you this one. So first we are covering signal code, and then we are going about in intelligence, because there actually you are learning how to code, and then you are going about okay your coding practices for your process. Okay, so we are covering that.
Okay. So you are covering it, right? So basically,
Yes, yes. Signal code I'm covering,
okay. Okay.
but not
Okay.
like
Okay.
you are getting certification into a SQL or something. What is needed for your process to do? Okay, what are the basic syntaxes? What are the syntaxes that you will use, so that you could able
Okay.
to mine your process to that extent only.
Okay. 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 Got it. Got
Okay,
it. Fine. Thank you, Rohit. Thank you.
okay. Thanks. Thank you all.
Yeah.
Anything you can
Sishank, sir,
contact.
do you have any questions?
Yes, actually, I do have a question.
Okay,
I needed
please.
to ask, do I need to have any prior knowledge to attend this course actually?
No.
Like
Okay,
knowledge of
we are
SAP or
covering.
anything, or are you gonna teach from
No,
basics?
I'm covering the SAP overview here, because I don't intend to have a prior overview of your SAP. So here I'm covering. If you have, that's well and good. But if you don't have, I'm covering here SAP in overview, so that you know how SAP works, what are the modules, and how which tables the data stores in, so that at least you can have your knowledge build here, and then you can able to go about your process. But if you have a process knowledge, that would be added advantage, because when we are teaching process manager or something, you can able to relate your process knowledge to your existing process. Okay, but
Okay, okay,
SAP
got it.
knowledge, no, not needed. So we can able to take up how you will get that.
Okay, got it, right. Thank you.
Thanks. I'll
Yeah.
stop sharing.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, thank you all for
Thank
your
you.
time.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Have a nice day. Thanks all.
Thank you.